What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Muscle Memory. My name is Malcolm, and today we have one of Impact Wrestling's rising stars, one of the biggest stars in that brand right now, Bhupinder Guijar. How are you?
I'm good, Malcolm. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, man. This is such a cool opportunity to speak to you today because I know tonight on Impact Wrestling, for people that are watching this, you'll be facing Moose. And for people that are going to watch it a little later, they can probably go on Impact Wrestling's YouTube channel. But this is a huge match for you, man. And like when you go into a match like this against a former world champion, the objective, is it winning or is it mainly like getting that experience with someone that has, all this experience in professional wrestling?
So, Malcolm, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And yes, about this match, I'm super excited about this match because it's a great learning experience for me for now. And definitely I have seen Moose like working a lot. Like I used to watch him all the time. And now I'm facing him. So it's a great and big opportunity for me. And you guys gonna like it. Definitely that I can for sure.
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be a great match. Like, Moose is actually from my area, so to see both you guys go at it, crazy. Yeah.
Then I don't think you're gonna like my match.
Hey, I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll turn out pretty well. I know you transitioned Khali's academy to then going to Canada. What led to you like deciding like, all right, let's pack up from India and move across like the whole ocean?
So I knew that if I want to grow, I need to move out because the opportunities in India, like it's limited there. And I have already like studied about everything, like how to get into professional wrestling. So when I wanted to move here, first, the big question was like how to move outside India. So I completed my graduation and I moved here for my graduation diploma. And then at the same time, I get a chance to work with Impact because Scott Demore, I joined his school. He helped me a lot. And I'm here just because of Scott. I want to say that. So he helped me a lot to get trained there. I would say like the basic training I got it from India, and here I got like, get polished. I have learned a lot at Canem Wrestling School. So those two schools played different, a big role in my life, but totally their training style was different because Khali is a big guy, he has his own style of training. Here I met so many people, X division guys and big guys. So I have like both kind of experience. I have learned a lot more in Canada.
How would you describe your wrestling style for like people that may not have like seen your matches before? Like, do you consider yourself more like an X division guy or like a power guy? Like, how would you describe it?
Bro, I would say it depends on my opponent. Like if I have this today's about today's match with Moose, yeah. I'm just trying to, like a chopper trick because I know he's a big guy. I can't just give him a drop kick and he can't just, fall down. My wrestling style in this is like, I'm going to chop him down and then I'm going to give him a big move. So overall, I like to go like, the X division style. It's a mix up of X division and, and a hardcore heavy wrestling style. So I really like to do some crazy stuff. I like to jump. I like to fly in a ring, but I have to figure it out my own way. So right now my wrestling style is like heavy wrestling style, big with the big guys, and if X division style, I can go with them too.
Amazing. And like you mentioned that Scott Demore is one of your coaches. How does that training go from like you're training with the guy, you're like, all right, how do I talk about going to Impact without like saying it too easily? How's that conversation?
Yeah, man, like you can't even talk like, hey, I want to do that. You just have to prove yourself. Yeah. If they see that you can do it, and then you're definitely going to get a chance, but you have no clue like when you're going to get a chance. So my thing was like, I'm just going to give my 200%, just keep going. Whenever they want me, they're going to hire me.
Do you remember the conversation that led to like you signing with Impact Wrestling? Like, was there a certain moment you're like, I think this might be the time for me to get signed?
So basically, when I first moved from India, then they signed me because I have my kickboxing. I'm a national level gold medalist in kickboxing and bodybuilding. So they hired me in 2018 when I moved to Canada. But that time in professional wrestling, I was green, and I have told them like I have some experience, but I'm green. So all those years, I was signed and I was doing Canadian shows for Impact, but I was training under Scott Demore. Yeah. And then he trained me for like a couple of years, and then I was doing indie show for a little bit to gain some experience. And this year in January, I got like signed full time, and then I knew that I deserved this opportunity. I deserved to be on TV because I was working hard during the pandemic and all. I was keep working on myself. So I was I was with Impact from 2018, but full time as a wrestler, I started like 2021 January.
Okay, and like, what was like the reaction to when you got signed? Because you're the second ever Indian wrestler to be signed to Impact Wrestling. So like, what was the reaction from everyone?
Oh man, like the day I got an email from Scott, like I had like it took me a couple of days to kind of accept that I got this contract. Like I really kind of wanted to work with Impact because I used to see lots of Impact guys because they were coming at Scott's place, and at school for training or whatever. I was like, I wanted to work with them. But when I got a mail from Scott that day, I was like, is it really happening? Like it took me, it was not a shock, but I was, grateful and thankful for that opportunity. But it took me days to react. Like I remember telling my friend, hey, can you pinch me? I don't want to just feel like I'm in a dream. It's my dream job, right? But it was a great opportunity for me. And the day I got an email from Scott, and then I was like, I'm now gonna give my 200%. I try to work on myself every day. I want to prove myself, and I think I'm doing pretty good.
No, of course you are. Like, you've been in the ring with Matt Cardona, Brian Myers. You had a great ladder match. Like, has being like a TV wrestler been any different from being like independent wrestler? Is it everything that you thought it was going to be?
Definitely it's different to work on TV because you have to work on every aspect. Like you have to work for camera, crowd work, you have to show your charisma. On indies you can do whatever you wanted to do, but on TV you have specific directions the way you want to do work for. So I think that's I worked for indies for a little bit, but the most of the things I learned from Impact and for TV, and I think that's good for me. So I know, and I'm still learning like how to work for TV basically. So I don't have to break any of bad habits because I think I don't have any. I probably have a little bit, but like I work on TV and I'm learning from best. So I think I'm going in a good direction.
Of course, and Impact has such like a diverse roster and just such amazing people that work there. Who, in your opinion, has been in the background that's really helped you come into Impact Wrestling and feel welcomed?
Bro, basically, I want to say like backstage, everybody's so helpful to each other. Yeah. But if you ask me, and like in senior people, Tommy Dreamer, he helped me a lot. Like Tommy is my guy. Tommy is always there to say like, shoot on my face, hey, you are doing this wrong. And he's no like, if he see I'm doing something wrong, he just comes straight on my face and say, you have to work on this stuff. Good match, but you have to work on this. Good match, but you have to, work on let's say punches, kicks, or whatever he says. And I'm glad that I'm listening whenever I see his text. I'm always like, okay, Tommy, just tell me my bad side, like where I am bad, right? I know like I'm a good wrestler, but I want to learn from you. So he's always there to help me.
Okay. And like I saw like an interview before, you mentioned that like you wish there was like a bigger like wrestling league out in India. And do you feel like now being Impact Wrestling, you can eventually help start like a league like that over in India as well?
For sure. Like right now, lots of people start kind of contacting me for wrestling, and they are asking me how to get on Impact. Actually, what about Impact? Now I have more exposure, and now I'm more connected to people, so I can tell them about Impact Wrestling and what's the product going on. We have now a show going on. The commentary stuff is in Hindi, so the Pahalwani Pataka, the show's name. So everything happening on Impact, we are telecasting in India, and it's in Hindi. So that's a great way to connect with Indian audience. And definitely, if Impact want to go back there, I'm ready to help them in any ways they want me to do work. So, yeah.
Of course, that sounds incredible, and hopefully it will happen. I think in this day and age of wrestling, as we've seen, just as everything happens nowadays, so it's definitely possible. And the final question is, what's the goal in Impact Wrestling? Is it to win the world championship? Like, what's the goal for you?
Goal is the world champion for sure, because as far as I know, we don't have any Indian guy who have won any kind of titles. Yeah. And so that's my biggest goal, to be the world champion for Impact. I know I have to go, it's a long way, but I'm ready to do it. I almost had my digital media title, but yeah, of course. Maybe soon.
Thank you so much for coming on today. Where can they find you on social media if they're not already following you?
Yeah, my Instagram is Bhupinder Guijar. My Twitter is Bhupinder Guijar with Gujjar. And That's my Twitter. I have my own YouTube channel. It's Bhupinder Guijar. So you can follow me. You can subscribe my channel, and you can watch my stuff on Impact Wrestling. Most of my matches are on Impact Plus or Impact Wrestling YouTube channel. They always posting there. And one more thing, we have a Winter War Fair on Friday and Saturday, December 9th and 10th. It's in Fort Lauderdale. So guys, you can get the tickets on impactwrestling.com. Come and watch us and support us. And without you guys, we are nothing. And thank you so much for your love and support.